Hello, hello, hello. Very, very quickly before we go into this active Baron game, and if you haven't heard of the active Baron, you're about to, and it's really fun. Subscribe, please, if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. Subscribing just gives me the confidence that you are enjoying these videos, that you want more of them, and that, they're a regular in your feed. So yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, and enjoy the active Baron. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the game. We're here to play something fun. We're here to play Paranormal Activity by Chiz and Ginge. This script is a perfectly normal script with a perfectly normal Baron. There are extra outsiders in play, plus 2 outsiders. As we all know, how the Baron works, right? So I don't even need to explain it, how it works on this script. Because that's how it works on all scripts. Just in case you haven't played Clocktower before, I think it's useful for me to explain the Baron. There are extra outsiders in play. So what that means is, if any outsiders happen to get removed from play, then another player would become an outsider. That's exactly how that works. Right? See? The R is in there. There are extra outsiders in play. I mean, that's how we're playing it today in the script. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah. See? There's a bootlegger. Which is weird, because it doesn't need a bootlegger. Because, that's just how the... What am I doing here? Let's put this over here. Let's put this over there. Wonderful. Thank you very much. I've got a phantom. So yeah, let's go and say hi to everyone, shall we?
Definitely.
Say hi to the stream.
I was
folks.
really mad that Ellen was on the
stream.
wall. Hi to the stream, folks.
Wonderful. I'm going to build a game. Mia is going to be the apprentice. So Mia is going to be around for at least most of the game, and we'll get to that in a bit. All right. See you all in a second. If anyone doesn't know how the script functions, how the Baron functions in this script, Mia will happily explain it to you all now, while I go and build a game. Wonderful. Let's press shuffle once. It's a Fangu game. Or is it? Because it's a summoner game. We're going to put a summoner and a pit hag in. We're not going to put a Baron in. We'll get to that in a second. Let's put some fun stuff in here. Let's pop a Snake Charmer in. Pop a Philo in. I don't know why I shuffled. I only shuffled for these rolls down here. It's a Damsel and a Mutant game. Hold on. Hi.
Hello.
How does Apprentice Baron work?
I would have the setup effect.
You would have the setup effect.
Yeah, because I'm in
Wonderful.
play from the start of the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, there'll always be 2 Barons. There'll always be...
Where were we? Ah, yes, that's where we were. Great. So Mia is going to be the Apprentice Baron, as you've just heard. Let's already change Mia's alignment and pop a little reminder token for ourselves down. Mia is going to be the Apprentice Baron, because that's fun. Damsel Mutant Hatter. That means if one of these outsiders gets turned into something else, then another outsider will enter play, and one of the current players will become an outsider. So great. Let's pop in some roles. Let's pop in an Oracle, a Librarian, a Farmer, a Steward, a Snake Charmer, and a Philo. Do we want to put let's put a Chambermaid in instead. Let's give them some information, because it feels like they're getting no information. There's going to be an Oracle in, because I think that's fun, with a potential Fangu, which is what I think the Summoner will do. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry, the Pit Hag will make a second Baron. Please, no, Pit Hag. Alright, let's go. Wonderful. You should all have roles. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night, Harry.
Good night, Housie. Good night, Luminator.
Good night, Moon.
Good night, Mara. Okay, I'll get to the knight. Oh, sorry. Let's do this.
I remember playing this at like.
All right, gang. We'll never know where Mia was playing this. So Mia won't learn a demon, which is fun. First, let's go to this Philo.
Then when the huntsman picks the damsel, they turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Would you like to use it?
I'm tempted to do round 2 and go Firelight Alchemist, hopefully get in Summoner.
Okay.
But do you know what? No, I would like to not use my ability.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Good question. So Florak in chat has asked. Main question is: if the Baron dies, is exiled, or is made? Does that create and remove outsiders? The active Baron travels away. Do 2 outsiders become townsfolk? If the Pihag creates a Baron, they become an outsider since they created the Baron into the second minion. It's great. All great questions. Let's pose them to Mia. Hi, Mia.
Hello.
As the active Baron, chat and I have some questions.
Sure.
you are the Baron, so you are the evil apprentice with the Baron's ability. If the Baron is dead or is exiled, or is made or created or removed, does that add or remove outsiders in play? Basically, is what chat are asking.
So if I die or whatever, my ability, there's nothing in my ability that says that like the outsiders revert back. If another Baron is created, their ability is already satisfied by my ability existing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that answers all of your questions.
I think it does. Thank you very much. You do not learn a demon.
Oh, a summoner. That's fun. Oh no. Oh no.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Cool. Let's go to these minions. Hey, Lumi.
Hello.
Hello. You learn that your fellow minion is Matt,
Excellent.
and that's all you learn.
Cool.
Which is not the worst thing you could have learned on this script.
No. That was my most important question. Actually.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck.
Thanks.
Cool. What do we want to give here? Seamstress. Let's give Seamstress. Let's give Alchemist. Let's give Plague Doctor, because that's fun. Hello.
Why?
But Matt, this is a choose your own adventure type game.
Yes. Okay.
Your fellow minion is Luminator.
Cute. Okay. Baron it is. Good.
And as you can imagine, that's probably not the worst thing you could have learned on this script, because you could have learned 2 minions. You could have learned a minion and a demon, which obviously you would know was weird, because, you know...
It's looming real fast.
But you've also learned 3 bluffs. You've learned Seamstress, Seamstress, Alchemist, and Plague Doctor.
Seamstress, Alchemist, Plague Doctor. Cute. And how does Summon a Typhon work?
Good question. Is there a jinx for it? Because if there's not a jinx for it, you just summon in a demon that is the play becomes summon a Lord. If the summoner creates the Lord of Typhon, the Lord of... Oh no, wait, never mind. If the summoner creates the Lord of Typhon, the Lord of Typhon must neighbor a minion. The other neighbor becomes a not in play evil minion. So you would, I guess, have a small number of choices.
Yeah. So if I summon Caffeine and Mia suddenly is not a traveler anymore, then everyone's going to figure that out.
I think Mia would not count. So in that sense, I would say that Caffeine's neighbors are you and Luminator.
Okay.
But there is a Spirit of Ivory on the script.
Goodness. I mean, I'll probably summon Fangu because I love Fangu. But also, Typhon wrong. Let's go.
Yeah. Good luck. That's fair, actually. There is a Spirit of Ivory. Does that screw things up with Mia being evil? There are so many questions on this script. Travelers don't count. Okay, wonderful. Travelers don't count for Spirit of Ivory. Great. That's great. I did not know that. Oh, there's so much I'm learning, chat. Thanks, chat. This is why you come to me, right? Because I'm asking the questions that you're all afraid to ask. Mara's the damsel. So let's go tell the evil team. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Hello, Ed.
Hello.
Hello. I like what you've done with your hair.
Thanks. I've been
Yeah.
slowly growing it out.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
It suits you. Please pick a player for me.
Let's go with Lumi.
Okie dokie. Luminator it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we go tell them. You know, night order matters. Hello.
Hello.
No sharing info. There is a damsel in play.
Ooh.
That sounds like sharing info to me. Banshee. Ooh. All right. Good luck. There's no Banshee on the script, is there? So it's fine. Cool. And then we go down to Stuart, and then we go down to Chamber Mage. Chamber Mage. Right. Let's go. Hi, Stuart.
Hello.
You learn that Wild Heart is good.
How far away is Wild Heart from me? Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Just outside the Typhon line. You're fine.
Excellent. That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Please pick 2 players for me.
Ed and Illuminator, please.
Ed and Luminator, and you learn that one of them woke tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Let's say that I am the alchemist boffin in a summoner game. Would you just not come back to me with an ability until a demon happens, or would you tell me something?
If there is an alchemist summoner in play, if there's an alchemist...
No,
boffin
an alchemist boffin.
If the alchemist has the boffin ability, the alchemist does not learn what ability the demon has.
Okay,
yeah. Okay. So you're fine.
Alrighty.
Either way. Cool. See you. Cool. Yeah.
Fucking play I have to think about. Sorry, I'm playing another game in the background here.
If anyone thinks they should have been woken and they haven't been, now's your time.
Did not get my glass arrow.
That would be a problem. Give me 1 second. That seems like the appropriate amount of time to bluff that. Good morning, everybody. And ooh, there's some spooky things happening in this town. Seems like there's a couple of people in here that shouldn't be in here. Almost like they're from outside. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. There are other minions on the script, though. 5 minutes. Go.
Very subtle.
Very.
Eric fucked me over again. So, like, minions, hi, I'm definitely the demon.
You cut out.
Yeah, you did cut out there, Mia.
Oh. Arif has given me the magician's ability. So, hi, minions, I'm definitely your demon.
Crushed it.
Hello.
Oh, so what's my amnesiac ability?
What's your amnesiac ability?
Mhm.
I mean, you tell me what your amnesiac ability is, Source. That doesn't sound like you're bluffing amnesiac if you're asking me what your amnesiac ability is.
Maybe I'm bluffing artist that's not on the script. That is my amnesiac ability that can ask artist question.
I mean, being able to come and ask me an artist question every day is a pretty cool amnesiac ability, I'll be honest. Cool.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
Yeah, good luck.
Yep.
I was going to say good joke. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's okay, I have the fucking magician's ability.
So I'm the marionette.
Sure.
That is the story that I'm peddling. I am the marionette. I have to be the marionette, otherwise, you know. Look, I want to be the marionette. I want to be the marionette. That's
No,
what I'm saying.
Caffeine, I'm pretty sure you don't want to be. I'm pretty sure your entire thing is not being a marionette.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mia.
Caffeine.
It has been my lifelong dream to be a marionette.
By the time this video comes out, Caffeine may have just embraced it, right? This could just be like a... Eventually.
And then the next
a
episode
3-year...
I'm going to pivot completely back into my usual speed.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the marionette, right? This is what it is.
Oh, that's not how the Baron works because the Marionette is a minion and not an outside.
Interesting. Okay.
They're already pit hags though.
I'm just vibing, so. What's a stupid? I'm probably gonna ask people if their character was in like an old-fashioned Disney movie, which like Disney would be. And I will probably have told you Sleeping Beauty because it seems interesting.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know too many Disney movies, so I have no idea.
I'll won't tell anyone what you said.
Lumi, the Marvel movies are all Disney movies now.
Old Disney.
Technically speaking, they are.
The Star Wars movies are all Disney movies. Now, if you've not watched Star Wars or Marvel, this again doesn't mean anything to you. But
no, I did watch both of those. The last Star Wars trilogy, I have to say, regrettably so.
Absolutely.
Good luck, us. I should make sure we don't pit hag.
Right. Okay. Cheers. Right.
Do it.
Not bad. What do you want to do? I'll follow your lead.
I'm happy to hard claim if you want to hard claim.
I'd warn you, if I hard claim, I will hard claim Damsel, so that may not be helpful.
Cool. I was going to hard claim Marionette. So, you know,
we're both definitely telling the truth about what we are.
Absolutely. Well, I might be.
Absolutely.
I might be and just not know it.
Yeah, you actually don't know, whereas I do know that I'm not.
I saw the farmer token.
Oh, nice. I saw the chambermaid token.
You saw the chambermaid token. Because
So yeah, did you guess already today?
Yeah, I guess today if it's anything to do with outsiders, and I got warm.
I see. I mean, you do realize that could be kind of suspicious, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I'm open about it.
I see. Well, I'm just a thank you detector for now, so if you die in the night, I'll probably know about it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Cool, cheers.
What are you down for?
Once per game.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm either the Philo or the Seamstress unspent.
I am also unspent. Technically, I could be a summoner as well, because that's also once per game, but as Mia correctly pointed out, that when I went to Mia claiming magician, said I learned Mia as a demon, I said no, I learned you as a minion, so therefore I'm not that.
How's he if you're a pit hag that gets executed on day 2, then that's also a once per game ability.
Wow. Do you know what? That's also the same for basically any role.
Yeah, but specifically the pit hag.
Are you the pit hag? You know, as the damsel, that is a once per game ability because it means I only get to guess me once.
That's true.
Oh.
Or in the case of Ballad of Seat 7, 0 times. Alright.
We had like all like the sing-alongs and things, which was, you know, probably also amazing.
Wonderful. Welcome back, everyone. I'm going to open up nominations immediately, but you don't feel like you need to rush into them.
So I've heard that caffeine is the marionette. What we could extract from this, who knows?
I also have that. I mean, from caffeine.
Same.
Arif, could caffeine be a marionette mat? Or it doesn't jump travelers?
Yes. I will rule for marionette purposes. The traveller is not included in that.
Are you saying they can the marionette can sit by the recluse?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the fun
nominate
one.
Matt, please.
Mara nominates Matt. Tell us why.
Hi Matt, we have not talked today. How are you doing? How do you feel about dying in this game? Also, I'm looking forward to being on your team on Only Connect, or rather, both players are executed. What's it called? What's the full name of it again? I watched it last week.
Executed.
Hope we executed. How would you feel about dying in this game?
Sure. I'm a little tired boy. I'm also Sleeping Beauty for anyone that I've been asking questions to.
Wonderful. 6 votes required to execute Matt, who is on Mara's team in Only Connect, which is happening straight after this stream. We're going to throw to it straight after this stream, or is out in its entirety on JC's YouTube channel, and we'll give a shout to that in a second. 6 votes required.
I have a storyteller
Come
question.
on.
Can the marionette strings travel through a trap? Ah, it doesn't matter now.
4's not enough. Matt is safe.
Yes,
for
they
today.
can.
If meal caffeine is a typhon, does Mia's alignment change?
Well, Mia's alignment would be decided after the typhon is placed, surely.
I believe a traveler has to be included in Lord of Typhon. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
If they're at the start of
Okay.
the game or otherwise. Source, your hands up.
Yes, I would like to amnesiac point at Ed.
I heard.
Caffeine nominates Ed.
Caffeine nominates Ed.
What? I don't know what came over me there. I didn't intentionally say that. Saws, was that some weird thing that you did to me?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Ed?
I'll let you know tomorrow.
It's freaky.
6 required.
I am petty and will bet on everyone at home.
Nope, 3's not enough.
Matt nominates age.
Tell us why.
Speaking of being petty, age stopped me getting a mayor win the other day, and so here we go.
Age?
We had a delightful conversation about Disney movies, and now you're doing this to me?
That is true. That is
This is petty.
6 required. Toxic almost. No, sorry.
No.
We're not going there.
I can't believe you would say such a thing, Arif.
5 is not enough. We're gonna go
You
second
really
call.
don't know when to let it go.
How's
grudge
it
go,
caffeine?
do you?
Ozzy nominates caffeine. Tell us why.
I don't like that voting block at the top of the grim. Feels very typhony.
Caffeine?
There is no voting block at the top of the grim. I don't like these voting blocks at the upper right part, mid upper right part of the grim and bottom left of the grim happening. I'm also not too big a fan of the voting block right next to me. I'd like it if all of those voting blocks stood down.
6 required.
I've raised my hand exactly once, so.
I like the idea of Mia being a voting block.
6 is enough. Caffeine is on the block.
Okay, right. Abort the plan. I don't even know if the plan was going
Okay.
through in the
I'll
first
nominate
place.
Stuart then.
Mia nominates Stuart. Tell us why.
I've been informed to abort the plan.
Stuart?
It's aborted.
7 required.
The plan might be back on. The plan is not looking to be back on. Keep it aborted.
4's not enough. Stuart is safe for today. We are on second call. Source.
Source nominates source.
Source self-nominates. Tell us why.
I'm an amnesiac with a setup ability, so I don't influence the game after if you want to kill me.
Alright, 7 required.
You are definitely the active negative Barry. Like,
So this really isn't helping with Typhon.
this is not a good execution, and yet I vote on it anyway.
5's not enough. Moving to final
At
call
least
for
I
today. Final call.
Anyone? Anybody? Anyone? Anybody? Anybody want to just?
Alright, yeah, you can kill me.
Any? Oh, I can't now.
Ed nominates Housing.
Thank you.
Ed nominates Housey. Tell us why.
Because I'm in Caffeine's Typhon line and I don't want to kill him.
It's a vertical one.
Caffeine. Sorry, no, Housey. I'm getting so
Legit.
confused.
I'm obviously one of the plus 2 caffeine, so therefore I am also caffeine.
7 required.
Yeah.
Typhon line, rise up!
7 is enough. Housey's on the block. We are on final call.
The plan is back on.
This has backfired massively.
Bring it
I don't like what this
close.
plan is.
It's Ed.
What did
I don't even know if the plan's happening.
7,
I've just posted it and hoped.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Housey's executed and dies. Good night, everybody.
God, if the game ended, that would have been hilarious.
No, I'm not the guy who's going to be the solo summoner this game.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I'm here just to ask you what you would have picked tonight. Would you have gone Alchemist or would you have gone somewhere else?
I would most likely have gone either Amnesia. If I was going interesting, I'd gone Amnesiac. If I'd gone Bored, I'd gone probably Steward or Librarian. I'm not too concerned about dying. Because if Swords is an Amnesiac with setup ability, a new Amnesiac ability would have been interesting.
Understandable. For all intents and purposes, I haven't obviously woken you mechanically for this game.
That's fine.
Thank you.
All right.
Poor Housey. Right, let's go to Ed. Hey, hey.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Please pick a player for me.
I was just having a chat with Mara about those last 3 votes were really interesting. But, you know, Cafe didn't want to die, and I was fine with tying, and then Adge was the one that pushed him over, so probably not Adge as Demon.
Are you planning to hit the Demon here, or are you planning to cut down on options?
I'm riding the line. So, like, days, you know, nights 1 and 2 is a gamble, right?
Sure.
But I always want to ride the line. If I catch a Demon Hood right now, fine. But ideally, I'm eliminating people both for my own future benefit if I want to steal, or for my own future benefit as good if I die and therefore can't steal.
Sure.
That's the ideal game. So I'm going to go Wild Heart.
Wild Heart. Thank you very much. Good night. Cool. Well, let's see how that goes tomorrow. It'd be interesting to see who Matt picks tomorrow night. I mean, because I feel like there are some really, really good options from a Grim perspective to get rid of. So Age would be a fantastic role to get rid of. Ed would be a fantastic role to get rid of. Wildheart. But then obviously you don't want to hit Mara, who's the damsel. You don't really want to hit Stuart, who's the steward, because whilst that's a one and done ability, and it's like it's a good thing to support bluffs with, like losing a steward is not as detrimental as something like an oracle or So yeah, let's see. And obviously you don't want to hit an outsider, but the thing is, one of the outsiders will turn into. Anyway, I've talked too much. Hey.
Hello.
Who's being turned into what, Lumi?
So Caffeine told me in private messages that he would be open to being a marionette, so that's what he's going to become now.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Caffeine is the good marionette, so we could either lie to Caffeine and tell Caffeine that they are something else, or we can just give Caffeine bunk info, and I love the bunk info thing for now. I think we can give Caffeine a 1 tonight, depending on... No, we're going to give Caffeine a 0 tonight, because that could make... Ooh... That could make things... I mean, Snake Charmer's an info roll. Chambermaid's an info roll. And that's it. Let's go check in with Matt. Hey.
Hello?
One night closer.
Oh, God.
Who are you thinking of summoning?
Oh, I don't know. I love Wild Hearts. I always want to summon Wild Heart. Ed's always good because Ed is, just very good at this game. Or Mara because, we're on a team. Or, like, someone that I don't usually, I'm not really on a team often with, like, Saws or, like, maybe, like, Bo.
So what you're saying is everyone. Anyone. You're not...
Everyone
Okay.
everyone.
Hopefully by tomorrow night you've picked someone.
Yes, exactly. I was thinking about picking myself, but nah. I ain't got it. I ain't last in this game. I got last today. Nah,
I'm not going to influence your decision, Matt, but 3 times out of 3 times that people have done it on my stream, they've all lost. because you're losing a vote. You're losing a vote. Like, it's so tough because you're just losing a vote.
I'll summon a Fangu, get hagged into an outsider, and then they can jump back to me. No one will figure it out.
Makes sense. It's actually really... That's the smart play. It's absolutely the smart play. All right, well, good luck.
All right, bye.
Cool. And then we go to the Chambermaid. That's it. Oh, no, it's not. The Oracle. Who's going to get a 0? The Oracle is going to get a 0. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. You're going to get a 0.
A 0?
Bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh, it could have been a what? You never know.
Well, yeah,
You never know.
you didn't see the 0 coming.
Well, I know now.
It could be a 2 caffeine, you just never know.
It could be a 2. Be unlikely to be a 2, but it'd be fun if it was a 2.
It's a 0. So you're fine.
It's a 0.
Thanks. Hey.
Hello, can I check caffeine and bones?
Caffeine and bones. And you get a 1.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you. That's how that works, right? That's how that works. The marionette wakes. Yeah, because the marionette wakes due to the ability that they think they have. Yeah. Of course it is. Why do I question these things when I'm on stream? I don't question them when I'm off stream. Cool, let's go. Good morning, everybody. You awake to find that Housy's still dead.
So the plan hasn't worked.
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a bit of a shame, but whatever. Can't do much about that.
Can't summon a Paco on night 2 on this script.
So
in a potential summoner game, and to be honest, based on voting yesterday, I think there's no Typhon, so we're on Fangirl or Summoner, and then no one died last night, so odds are slightly more towards Summoner. I don't have an ability that's going to help pre-summon, and I think it will only help an evil team make a better summon if I share.
So I have to be honest with somebody. I'm the chambermaid. I checked you and another player night 1, and I got a 1.
Great. Hopefully they shouldn't wake up.
They do not. If you do, then my 1 tracks.
Your 1 tracks.
Okay, and then I got a 1 last night on 2 other players.
Okay, nice. Are you wanting to investigate that yourself, or do you want me to try and talk to one of them and let you know?
You know what? Just because you're admitting to waking... in a summoner game, this is all sort of pointless, because anyone can be summoned post... Like, my information is more valuable post-summon, but I got...
Hello.
Wow, everyone is suspicious that you gave me a setup ability on this script.
That's so wild. They
and it
should
has something
know.
to do with outsiders as well.
Yeah, I mean, well, what could it be, Souls?
Well, it's definitely.
Imagine if I gave you
not
the anti-Baron ability. That seems like so out of whack with the script.
Yeah, for me, it's that I have the Baron ability, so it's only 1 added outsider.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but today I am asking you if I increase the number of outsider and you give me gold.
Yeah, don't forget it's an 11-player game, so make sure you get that outside account correct, not 12.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
With you.
I've been following other people's leads, trying to figure out what's going on. I'm either the chambermaid or the damsel.
I am the seamstress, either spent or unspent.
Cool. Have you talked to Wildheart?
I have not.
Cool.
Okay.
You should probably talk to Wildheart at some point.
I'll go talk to Wildheart. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what were you?
I was an unspent once per game. Didn't get
Right.
used to
Okay.
it, so.
Yeah. No problem. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
It happens.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right.
Okay, lovely stuff. Oracle 0. I think that's fine sharing.
Yeah, I think Housie was just good.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't spoken to Housie, but like us randomly executing an evil player wasn't that likely.
Yeah. I mean, apparently I am steward confirmed, but I think I'm probably going to be executed anyway. So I'm in a 2 that people won't execute it. So we'll see how it goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to you then.
Yeah. See how it goes. Good luck.
And Wildheart.
Yes, Age gave a seamstress adjacent claim. I'm leaving it because of outsideriness.
I mean, yeah, he hard claimed seamstress to me.
Yeah, one reason why I nominated them yesterday. But I'll give them a little bit.
Wildheart gave it a 2, but I don't believe the other part of it is 2. So
Yes.
it's possible that they could be mutants, so that's fine.
Yeah. Wildheart might be a magician, you know.
Yeah, it's Lumina's. Oh, okay, well.
Right, thanks.
All the damsel.
You're late. Everyone was late. Welcome back, everyone. Nominations are open.
Can I nominate Mara Joy, please?
Of course you can. Age, tell us why.
Mara gave me a 2. I definitely don't believe one of them, and I probably don't believe the other.
Mara?
I am either getting good information or otherwise don't want to die.
6 required.
Mara is in my potential tie for mine.
In your life?
So
Oh, actually, no, that can't be Typhon.
a Typhon that's sunk?
Yes.
3's not
Yeah,
enough.
no, ignore that.
Mara is safe
I
for
mean,
today.
it can be a Typhon that sunk or a Fangu that sunk. It's just, I mean, Mara and I spent the entire night having a conversation about votes, strongly indicating there's no Typhon going on.
Yeah. I don't think it's a pit hagger. I think it's probably just a
I think
summoner.
it's just summoner.
I'm sad.
You know, not to like obsolete any and all information that people have thus far, but strong summoner vibes.
hmm
We can just kill the summoner, don't they?
That's a possibility in a summoner game, yeah, absolutely. Second call for noms.
Could I nominate Stuart, please?
Of course you can, Mara. Tell us why.
Because after tomorrow, I might not be able to.
Stuart?
You should have waited till day 3 to nominate me.
6 votes required. Five is not 6, and therefore not enough. Stuart's safe for today.
Ed nominates Lumi.
Ed nominates Lumi. Tell us why.
So there's like 2 characters on this script that can have any idea about who might be the summoner on the first 2 nights. One of them has claimed information that wouldn't preclude Lumi from being the summoner. That's how vague this accusation is.
Lumi?
I mean, I'm a bad kill for town, so yeah.
6 votes required.
Lumi's in a double claim.
Lumi also doesn't know anything about Disney movie, so
Happy, do you really think I am what I claim to you?
6
Everybody
votes.
wanted that.
No.
6 votes is enough.
Yeah,
I went away, came back, and there were votes on Lumi.
okay. I'm the plague doctor, so not a good idea. I don't know who to nominate, though.
Caffeine?
Yeah, I'll nominate Caffeine. This is my best idea, anyway.
Illuminator nominates Caffeine. Tell us why.
Yeah, kind of. You put the 6th vote on me. I think that's good enough. I just don't want to die here this early.
Caffeine?
No defense.
Can tie it if you
7
want.
votes required. 6
Happy
votes.
do you want to tie or overvote?
I was very happy to put the 6th vote on you because I was confident that you're not a demon.
6 is a tie. Currently nobody on the block.
Sounds looms. I did tie to get you off.
Yeah, it's fine.
Final call.
Source nominates Matt.
Source nominates Matt. Tell us why.
He was a wizard last game, so he might be the summoner this one. It's kind of magic, right?
That was last week's game, just if anyone's watching this on YouTube. Matt?
Yes, yeah. Previously, I was the wizard, so it makes sense. So you should kill me tomorrow.
7 required. Oh no, it wouldn't be last week's game, it would be... Oh shit, it would be like 3 or 4 days ago. Anyway, 3's not enough. We are on final call.
The previous game on your playlist.
Yes, that's a good
It
one.
was Wednesday's game, and if it wasn't Wednesday's game, it was Sunday.
Yes.
But what are the ones that go up on Friday?
Yeah, I know, right? There's too much. There's just too much Clocktower. Bringing the day to a close in 10.
Can I nominate Bones, please?
Of course you can, Stuart. Tell us why.
I think we're gonna have to do this sooner rather than later, based on Bones' claim.
Bones?
I mean, if you wanna make it fun for the evil team, do it.
7 votes required.
Well, actually, it's probably good to do that pre-summoner, right?
Oh.
Yeah, because the summoner can't afford to change out of it.
Yeah.
It's not going, right? Let's try that
No,
again.
it's not going.
That's so weird.
The app doesn't want me to die.
7 votes required. There we go.
Yep, no typing line here.
Don't worry about it, it's fine.
7's enough.
Not at all.
Dead center in the typing line.
Bringing the day to a close in 10.
I mean, I could be a marionette and no one told me.
And then the dead row gets changed anyway, so it's fine.
3.
Yeah,
2.
that's true.
1. Bones is executed and dies. Good night, town. Hello, Ed.
I mean, if it is a summoner, then this continues to be meaningless. But just in case it's a Fangu that sunk, Matt, please.
Matt, it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
He knows. Hey, hey.
Hello.
That was a bit scary. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah, it was.
Almost no pit hacking. Oh, also, sorry, a hatter has died.
Yeah, I'm staying.
Yeah, okay. I thought that would be the case. I might as well get your pick right now, and then I'll go after
Yeah,
it as well.
let's turn Mara Joy into the mutant.
Mara Joy into the mutant. Thank you very much.
Right.
Does caffeine get to change now? You can ask the marionette if they'd like to change, but I don't think that's very fair and very fun. Do we lose a red token now because of caffeine? Does Hatter affect me? Hatter does not affect Mia because Mia is not a minion. Mia is the apprentice. Hey, hey. 2 things, Matt. Firstly, a Hatter has died. Would you like to change into a minion on the script?
No. How fun would it be if I was like noped out and the game just ends? But no, I will stay as a summoner.
Okay, wonderful.
Do you want my pick, or do you want to come back after Lumi?
No, I've already been to Lumi. I just need to check something. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, sorry. Caffeine is the marionette.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I needed to have told you that. And yes, please pick a player for me. Should have told you that last night. Let's not worry about it.
Okay, that's fine. I knew that was happening.
Cool.
I'm going to make Mara Joy the Fangu. If you could tell Mara, hi Mara, we've not chatted much. How do you feel about being the demon? That'd be really fun.
Well, I can't give her any clues that you're passing along.
She says it every day. Who could it possibly be?
Yeah, I think she'll know because she nominated you. I will go and tell Mara that Mara is the Fangu.
Can you just say Petimus is best served cold?
I'm gonna just go tell Mara that Mara is the Fangu. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay,
don't forget, I'm also gonna go tell Mara who the marionette is. Thanks.
Oh, shit.
Good luck. Letting caffeine change is very fun for caffeine, but this is more fun. I'm telling you, this is more fun. Hi, Mara.
This is either really good or really bad.
It depends on what your feelings are about changing alignment during the game are.
I think certain people already know what I am, so this might end up being really bad for me to survive to the end of the game.
Mara, you are the Fangu. You are evil.
God damn it!
I will also tell you that Caffeine is the marionette.
Fuck! I should have killed Luminary yesterday. Okay.
Please pick a player to kill.
Wait. No.
I think you could logically assume from that the demon is not killed yet. You have turned into the Fangu another way.
Okay. That's interesting. Huh. Shit. Okay. Wait. Can I kill Stuart, please?
Oh, of course you can. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm confused.
Good luck. And now we're going to tell Stuart that Stuart is the recluse, because I think that's a more fun way to do this. So we're gonna because I love Caffeine being the marionette. So we're gonna do this instead. Where is the recluse token? There. Nice. A new player must become the damsel. Not necessarily. A new player must become an outsider, not the damsel. Hi.
Why, hello.
Hi, Stuart. You are the recluse.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wonderful. There we go. Who did Ed pick? Ed picked Matt. Active Baron script, baby! Right, where are we? We are here. We've just had a kill. 5 takes us to 6. It's the Hatter. It's already happened. We should have put the Hats Tea Party thing. 6 takes us to 7. Farmer. 7 takes us to 8. Oracle. The Oracle is going to get a sober 1. Oh wait, Fangu. Oh yeah, Stuart is recluse. So Mara changes the Fangu. Stuart turned into the recluse afterwards. Wait, Mara should jump, right? Mara should jump here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means another outsider becomes... Sorry, another player becomes the Fangu. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, chat. So now we go to... Fuck. Okay, now we go to Stuart and tell Stuart that Stuart is the Fangu and is evil, right? Yeah, we're doing it. No, this is more fun. Hi, Stuart.
Yes?
You are the Fangu, you're evil.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. This is so much better. This is so much better. This is so good. Which means we can turn a good player into an outsider. Oh yeah, now Stuart learns about fucking hell. Hi, Stuart.
Yes?
Caffeine is the marionette. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking hell. Nope, that's completely legal. Spirit of Ivory is it. That's the Spirit of Ivory. What's one extra evil player? The outside, the apprentice does not count, so it's fine. It's one extra evil player. Bloody hell! Right, what minion are we creating? We are creating a sorry. What outsider are we creating? We're gonna turn one of these players into the outsider. So it's either gonna be Wildheart, Age, or Ed. Mia can't be the Plague Doctor because Mia is the active Baron. It's not going to be Caffeine. It's not going to be Caffeine. I think we turn Wildheart into the Recluse. Plague Doctor is rough on Lumi. I don't want to put another damsel in play. I'm gonna turn... Wildheart is not gaining info. Age is gaining info. Bloody hell. Oh, we could turn Matt into the evil Plague Doctor. That's a really good point. Jesus Christ. What does that achieve? That doesn't achieve much. So let's not do that. Oh my goodness, this is wild. Right, let me just catch. Possibly you should be more confident in your interactions before reading these say scripts in public. You're absolutely right, Jules. I'll be honest, I learned about this script yesterday. Right, I'm going to turn Wildheart into the farmer. That's what I'm doing. Hi, Wildheart.
Hello.
You are the recluse.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's fine. It is what it is. Right, which takes us to Caffeine, who's going to learn a... I think Caffeine's going to learn a 0. It's more fun that way. Hi. 0. Okay, thanks. Bye. Hi.
Hello.
Please pick 2 players for me.
Wildheart and Matt.
Wildheart and Matt, and you learned that one of them woke due to their ability.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. Right. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. You awake to find that Mara Joy died in the night.
Okay.
3 minutes. Hello?
Okay, so I figure out my plan.
Go on.
Because
What's the plan?
Howsy guessed the made-up ability yesterday. So today I'm just asking if you decrease the number of outsiders, and you say very hot.
Very hot.
And when people gonna grill me, I'm gonna nominate myself to look like a damsel.
Smart. I love it. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
I was the damsel.
Oh my god, so someone else is a damsel. Amazing. Oh, not necessarily, just a
Or
different...
somebody else is an outsider now, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. 4 people pinged me. I think Ed already knows I'm the damsel and is now going to be very confused as to why I died.
That's fine. I'm here to basically ask you for the chambermaid information from yesterday.
Yesterday it's Caffeine Eliminator 1.
Caffeine Eliminator.
What
Okay.
are the bluffs?
The bluffs are Seamstress, Alchemist, Plague Doctor. So Alchemist is left.
Cool.
So you could be an Alch Baron, maybe. I think Mira's probably evil, but I don't know. But
Yeah,
and
Mia
Lumi
was
is
one of the many people who pinged me.
Yeah, and Lumi is a pit hag.
Cool. I'll tell Stuart that what's going on.
Alrighty, cool. Or I'll get Lumi too if you think it'll be too suspicious. Alright, thanks, Mara.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Now now if there was a summoner, it's already happened. I am confirming Wildheart.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, Matt.
Hello. Sorry, you pinged me and I wanted to come in and re-ping.
Yeah. Okay, we can chat.
How's everyone getting on?
Yeah.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Are
I
you...
think
Gone.
You're one of 2 blanks that I have.
Right, I'm the starting summoner.
Okay.
Cool. I'm done now. I literally...
I'll grab you after this chat.
Yeah, sure. Fine.
Matt,
Yes.
you didn't pick Wildheart, did you?
No. I really wanted to. I really wanted to pick Wildheart because I love him. But I picked Wildheart last time and I thought I'd give him a break.
All right. In that case, Wildheart is still good.
Interesting. Okay, fine. So you're Steward?
Yes.
Cool, alright. I will tell the demon to kill Wildheart. Unless they're an outsider, and then maybe there'll be a Fangu. If it's a Typhon, then obviously I picked Cappy.
Right. All right. Excellent.
Okay. Cool.
Cheers.
But, I think Age and Ed are the... they're both good, so we should just stay away from them.
Right.
Okay.
Cute.
Sweet.
Love it.
Sounds
Alright.
good.
Bye.
Thank you.
Would you look at that as the
I
end
think
of
I'll
the day?
drive.
I'm evil. Hi, Matt. Love these big
I'm also
acquaintances.
evil.
I'll just go free snake charmer and just say I picked who the demon is tomorrow or something.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, I think Arif needs to tell me the demon.
Yeah, I just need to speak to Mia about something
Yeah.
separate.
Okay,
That's okay.
fine. All right. I think
Thanks.
this will make sense in a second.
Yeah. Hi, Mia. Mara Joy is the demon.
Yeah, I figured Mara was a Fangu jump. That's
Thank
quite
you.
likely. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Welcome back, everybody. Nominations are open. Hello?
I would learn the demon, not a demon. Mara is a demon.
You would have learned the demon at the time. I should have told you Mara at the time.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Aww.
Everyone's seen the cat now.
Kitty cat.
Divulge the cat.
Nominations are open.
Matt.
Can I nominate Ed, please?
Mia nominates Ed. Tells why.
Ed has been in a hard double game for me with a player that I trust, and as such, I would like to see Ed dead.
Ed?
That's literally impossible, because I cannot be in a hard double claim because I have literally not hard claimed anything to anyone until Caffeine about 25 seconds ago, and he cannot have told you because he's not whispered to you, so I am not in a double claim.
You claimed Summer to me on day one.
Yeah, you knew I was lying though, and you told me I was lying.
Let's kill Ed.
5 required. One's not enough. Ed is safe for today.
So, how's that amnesiac ability going?
Ed nominates Matt.
Quite well.
Ed nominates Matt. Tells why.
There's a chambermaid 1 last night on Matt and someone who didn't wake up. And I have claims of most of the other things that wake up. So Matt's either almost certainly in a double claim or in bad chambermaid info.
Matt?
So I'm the seamstress that used it last night on Age and Ed and got it on the same team, which was interesting because I know Age is also claiming seamstress, which is why I nominated Age on day 1. Now you can kill me if you want to. I've spent now.
5 required.
Personal information, Matt claimed Summoner in my chat with Stuart.
That's true. I did do that.
Yeah.
One's not enough.
Matt nominates Caffeine.
Matt nominates Caffeine. Tells why.
If Age and Ed are both good, I got reasonably good reads from Wildheart and Stuart, so I'd probably go into the top right, I think.
Caffeine?
That's fair enough reasoning. I was going to nominate one of Wildheart or Stuart for the same reasons, in that I don't have reads on them. I have fairly good social reads from a bunch of people, and so my process of elimination, probably not getting the demon though, more likely just getting a starting evil, is Saws, Stuart, and Wildheart.
5 required.
Some people are very brave given that the Summoner Knight has just gone.
5's enough. Caffeine's on the block.
Uh,
Age, I saw your hand first.
Can I nominate Source?
Of course you can. Tell us why.
Similar level of there's people I am inclined to trust at the moment. Source is not on that list. Post Summoner World, anybody can be summoned. Maybe this is it.
Source?
I don't mind dying. I think I kind of figure out my ability. It's a setup, so I'm not influencing it anymore forward. So if you want to kill me instead of Caffeine, go ahead.
Alright, 6 required.
yeah, I think this is a fairly evil mood.
Like, I just don't like that 3 out of 3 days we've either tied.
Okay.
5's a tie. Nobody on the block. Second
I'll
game.
nominate Stuart.
Okie dokie. We'll do this nomination, then Mara will come back to your hand. Tell us why.
Coin flip between Wildheart and Stuart. I have socially good reads on pretty much everybody else that could be a good execution candidate. So it's one of Wildheart or Stuart for me. I have picked Stuart.
Stuart?
And the Stuart confirming Wildheart.
6 required.
just while this is going round, we have a claim of someone turning into an outsider last night.
Oh,
So, indication is either the pit hag turned them into an outsider, pit hag turned an outsider into something townsfolk or minion, or the summoner summoned an outsider.
Typhon?
Mara?
Should I out my information, Ed?
It's useful from your point of view.
Yeah, I'm the Alchemist Baron, so there is a Baron ability in play. It's mine.
Which means, just to confirm, that would mean that Mara's saying that, obviously Mara's saying that Fangu can't have jumped to create that outsider change. But Pit Hag goes before Demon Kill, so Mara doesn't. Mara would have caused the extra outsider and then died, and so it does work.
A summoner could have summoned a Fangu, and then the Fangu could have jumped to an outsider, and then my ability would have worked to turn somebody into an outsider.
Well,
Yes, and that would you're the Fangu that jumped.
Oh yeah. Okay, that happened.
Yeah,
logically,
it
it works.
outsider.
Couldn't a summoner have made a Typhon
Pit Hag
and
would work.
couldn't a summoner have made a Typhon and then an outsider was deleted that way?
Yeah,
Final
it's
call.
still the summoner is the cause of the minion of the outsider stream.
Well, Pit Hag works too.
Yeah.
Final call, folks.
But I think summoning probably next to Lumi, if you're summoning a Typhon. Actually, no, that doesn't work, so I'll turn me or Bones, which.
I'd like to execute Wild Heart.
Nothing happened to me.
I trust Bartok.
Now I feel even more better.
Bringing the day to a close in 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nobody's executed. Nobody died. And that's how you win this game.
Hidden Vortox wins the game.
Secret off-screen Vortox. Yeah, an off-screen Vortox. Nobody has the ability.
the mastermind did just lose.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Interesting. So I've got like 4 demon candidates, and I'm trying to work out how much I can afford to narrow them down.
Mm-hmm.
I also could really do with Age helping me out with the information I need for my bluff in case I do Snake Charm, because I basically got forced into claiming Librarian, which I do think is out of play at the moment. But I haven't yet decided who I'm confirming. So because Age was helping me find out who the outsiders were. So let's go with. I don't think so. Let's go with Lumi again.
Okie dokie. Illuminator it is. Thank you very much. I think Ed will end up stealing it. Or Stuart will die. I don't think... Because I think Ed will either... I mean, it's obvious, right? I feel like Town will go with Ed. Whichever way it goes with this, because I feel like he's been making some really salient points. And I think it'll either go with Ed stealing it or pushing for the execution of Stuart. So let's see how that goes. Right, let's go to... See, this is the problem with the Oracle. We have to keep giving zeros here, I feel like, unless we want to give a 1 now. Let's go to this peg. Hey.
Hello.
Please pick a player and a character on the script.
Matt into the Baron, please.
Matt into the Baron it is. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey.
Hello.
Sounds like there's a little bit of future-proofing happening. Matt, you are the Baron.
Oh. The Baron?
Yeah.
Why?
For why? It's the active Baron, Matt.
But, okay, so if the apprentice active Baron left, would all the outsiders disappear?
If the apprentice active Baron left, if there's an apprentice active Baron, and a Baron was in play, i.e. yourself, then No, the outsiders would stay in play. Also,
Okay.
if a Baron leaves play, like they're still outsiders. Like it doesn't get
Okay.
rid of the outsiders that are there. But what I mean more than anything is that if there are 2 Barons in play, for whatever reason, it's still only +2 outsiders.
Got you. Millions. Everyone's an outsider.
but what it does mean is if there is no active Baron from an apprentice ability, then you would still have the Baron ability. Therefore, the Baron ability would still be active, if you know what I mean. Whereas it wouldn't be active if the Traveller had left. If we think that Mia is the active Baron, which I can't confirm or deny.
I have hung my hat on them now. So here we go.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
Right. Let's go over to Stuart. Hey.
Hello.
Who's dying?
Ed, please.
Ed it is. Thank you.
Thank you.
Never mind. Never mind. Oh no. Right, what are we doing with caffeine? I feel like we're still giving a 0. I feel like we're still having to give a 0 here. Could tell Caffeine that he is changed into an outsider. We can tell Caffeine. We can change Caffeine's role if we like. We absolutely can, can't we? Should we tell Caffeine that he's the damsel? Can we tell Caffeine he's the damsel? Yeah, I think we should. Oh, bless. Let's try again. Hey. What number are you expecting tonight, Caffeine?
I'm expecting a 2.
You're expecting a 2?
Yeah, a 2.
Well, how about if I tell you that you're the damsel?
That's not a number. I'd very much like a number, Harry.
Your number is Glass Slipper. Enjoy.
That's still not a number.
I don't know what a number is.
It doesn't have to be an oracle. Just what's your favorite number, Harry?
Good luck. My favorite number is 30. It's not.
Alright,
it's not.
30.
That's definitely not my favorite number. I just picked a random picked a random high number.
Picked a random high number.
Yeah. It's not even that high if you think about it. You are the damsel. You are good. You are the damsel.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Caffeine, just to be clear, is not the damsel. Caffeine is the marionette. We've told Caffeine they're the damsel. I've put the token down just to... And Caffeine is a good damsel. Sorry, a good marionette. Let's go to age. Caffeine did not wake, crucially. Hello.
Hello.
Please pick 2 players for me.
I'm going to pick Illuminator and Source.
Luminator and Source, and you get a... Can you hear the drum roll? I don't know if you can hear the drum roll.
Is it a 1 again?
Wait for it. Wait for it. 1.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So much fun. So much fun. Right, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Ed died in the night. You got 3 more minutes today.
Wildheart and Bones, can I talk to you, please?
Hi, Souls.
Yo. Would an reward ability be fine with you? You would give that
like a reward, like if you guess what your ability is, you get a... Yeah. Like I've done abilities like the I was gonna run an ability recently which was Wordle, and it's like if you get the word, you get a wish. So yeah, absolutely.
So it can it be like you remove an outsider from the bag?
Yeah, if you do something, you remove an outsider from the bag is absolutely. Oh, you're talking about like a setup ability like that, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would have probably told you had a setup ability. So if you've not told people that already, you can absolutely tell people. But why am I helping you out? You're an outsider. Get out of here.
Thank
Get
you.
out of here.
That's a good bingo. Thank you.
No. I'm gonna be really strict today, Swords. You better not even. You better not even sniff like an outsider. Good luck.
Okay.
Currently, the demon. Matt's saying potentially make an evil snake charmer if you want to. I've claimed to be
okay.
the apprentice snake charmer, and I've told Bones and Wildheart that I snake charmed Stuart last night.
Just to be very, very clear here, don't forget there is a Spirit of Ivory on the script.
Yeah.
Which obviously doesn't count for travelers, just in case. But I can't confirm what alignment mirror is.
So the snake charmer doesn't create an extra evil; it just.
But if you're creating an evil, I see what you mean. Sorry, ignore me.
Yep. Yeah.
Me dumb.
So, what ability do you have, Mia?
I have the Baron's ability.
Just into the Baron, but you have to go soon, right?
Yeah, I have to leave now. But I'm telling you, Matt wants an evil snake charmer.
Oh, you want instead? Okay, alright, I'll tell him. If I don't get executed, which might happen today.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I'm off.
Wait, Mia's going. Mia, where are you going?
Yeah. I'm going to twitch.tv/JCWhammer to play Blood on the Clocktower themed only connect. That's right. But you should stick around and watch this awesome game and then go and join the stream because
we might overrun by a while, Mia. So if I've given a shout out to JC, if anyone wants to go and have a little break, this game's going to be on YouTube anyway. JC's will never know when that'll be on YouTube. So
goodbye.
Bye, Mia.
Bye.
Wonderful.
Okay, fine. Yeah, Wildheart's the new recluse. I think Age is probably the mutant, I think. And then no idea what Salt is. Okay, fine, we're going back. Bye.
Alright.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
My Oracle number upticked.
Age, I see your hands up. Nominations are open, folks.
Yeah, hi. I'm the chambermaid, not Ed. I got Ed and Illuminator with a 1 that tracks with their claims. I got Caffeine and Bones with a 1 that tracks with the claims I have for them. I got Matt and Wildheart with a 1 that tracks with their claims. Last night I checked Illuminator and Soars. That does not track with their claims. My current belief is Caffeine is the summoner who summoned Illuminator into the Typhon, and we have a Typhon line that consists of Matt through Soars, Illuminator being the outsider that was deleted via the summoning, and that passed to the person claiming to be the outsider now.
I think Illuminator is a worthwhile execution. I'm the Oracle who has 0/0 and then a 1. I think we have to start executing the outsiders. I think Ed has just thank you jumped.
Lumi?
I'd like to nominate myself.
Luminator nominates Luminator. Tells why.
Apart from the world that Age suggested, I am an outsider. Also, possible Fang Du jump. I think you have to kill me sooner or later anyway.
4's the number required.
I can vote if we don't think Caffeine will.
5 is enough. Lumi's on the block. Source?
Yeah, I just want to share that my ability on setup was -1 outsider, basically. So I just removed an outsider from the bag.
Just to be clear, Source, are you claiming to wake up every night or just night 1?
No, I didn't wake up. I just on night 1 I got told I have a setup ability.
Right. So I still have a 1 between you
know
and
if that
Illuminator.
thinks. Yeah, I don't wake up at night.
Neither does the Plague Doctor.
Second call.
When did we execute Bones?
Day 2.
Day 2,
yeah.
Night 3. Okay, so the Hatter dies. One of the minions could have turned into the Baron, then explaining Wildheart, and somebody else somewhere is a mutant now. That would explain a piece of information that doesn't make sense to me. I don't think that Matt's seamstress information makes sense. So I'm currently pinning Matt as the mutant.
Mara?
Okay, this is going to be an insane question. If there's both a Baron and an Alchemist Baron in play on this script, does that mean there always has to be +4 outsiders in play?
No.
Yep.
The Baron ability is satisfied for both the Baron and the active Baron, so it would always be the +2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very possible then that a Hatter minion could have turned into Baron, not knowing I was in play because I didn't claim it until after I died. So,
final call.
Okay, I think we have to execute Luminator, but I do want my suspicions on Matt to be known. I think Matt is a junk outsider.
I think you said at the start that you're through 3 people. I think one of them is the demon of your 3 that you said yesterday, Caffeine.
Bringing the day to a close in 10.
I still don't like that caffeine has literally been lifted every single day apart from today because we've
I
got
also-
a nation on the block.
I love the fact that like Caffeine's been accused of being in a Typhon line and is proceeding to throw both of his neighbours under the bus to waste our next 2 executions.
What kind of our evil lord and saviour is this?
classic Caffeine.
Luminator is executed and dies.
Who needs horns?
Does this mean Arf gets to summon a second demon? What's that? I'm now Lord of Typhon. Oh no!
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say anything in the night, but I know what's gonna happen.
There's been a question in chat. What happens if the active Baron, when the demon type changes to one that has fewer outsiders, does that modify the number of Baron wants to see? As long as there's +2 outsiders, the Baron ability is satisfied in the active Baron script, which is what we're playing. If you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. Yeah. Let's go. Hello.
Hey,
Who you
I'll
gonna
try
kill?
again for the chambermaid and kill H, please.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Wonderful. So all we've got left is non-waking rolls. This is. You know what? I think Stuart might. Do you know what? Killing Ed there was huge, because that's nomination power. Caffeine, I feel like, is going to tunnel on Matt. Matt's going to die. Stuart is probably going to kill Wildheart, because Wildheart is in the Steward information, and then Caffeine Saws Stuart final 3 could be quite interesting. Let's see if it plays out that way. I don't think we're going to execute Saws at all this game, because I feel like that's really rough for the good team right now. So I think Saws is just going to stay alive. So,
because my plans in my head probably would have been beneficial anyway.
good morning, everybody. You awake to find Age died in the night.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought
This
it?
is your
I'm
5.
shocked by that.
Age?
So I still have an unresolved 1 from Luminator and Source the night before I died. I assume Luminator's not backing into Waking. Source says he did.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I was just a plague doctor. I'm assuming unless we get any evidence of pit tagging or maybe a buff, then that probably someone's the a good marionette now or something.
Could Arch became the marionette after Warhat got reclused?
Hi, Saws.
Yo.
I just wanted to come and have a little chat.
Routine.
How's your Amni stuff going?
Oh, I've been good yesterday.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Yeah, I just removed an outsider from the back at the start.
Nice. Okay, love that. Arif, can I ask a question? If there is a recluse and a plague doctor dies, could one of the recluse's neighbours become the marionette?
I think he's following you.
He's not here. He's just following you. Well, you can ask that for me and get that back when we've come back. Or chat. If you can hear me, you can ask Arif on my behalf. Okay, fine. I'm just assuming it's just a yes on Age and Ed. I don't think Age did Fangu jump, which makes me not believe Caffeine's Oracle.
Just at which night did you check them?
The night after the summoning.
Right, okay, so night 3? Night 2?
I heard a question, so I didn't wash my hands. How can I help you? That's a
Mm,
joke.
delicious.
That's a joke. I wash my hands.
I asked if there was a recluse and a plague doctor died, could a recluse's neighbour become a marionette?
Absolutely, they can.
Okay, fine. Oh boy. Well, have fun with your definite real bingo ability source.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
That is possible, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I'm the marionette, why kill me? Just let me get garbage info and make myself look evil or be
That's
wrong.
true. So it's
We're an apprentice, the traveller. I just don't.
It's unlikely, I would say, but
I mean, just to dig slightly more of a hole in that, I'm the non-apprentice snake charmer. So,
Yeah. I think it's even more unlikely then.
Yeah. It would be an absolute choice.
Oh, but if you
Arif _A_.
Oh, so yeah. So
Okay.
any theories I had are now definitely even more gone.
I think we have to assume Typhon up top for paranoia reasons, in that we could lose the game today if we're wrong and it is that. And then on final 3 we get to explore the other worlds, because I think we're just at risk if we don't kill. If Lumi happened to be good in the Fangu summon world, it could be 3 of these other 4 people and you're in trouble.
Yep.
But if Lumi's evil in the Typhon world,
Stuart was starting outside. That's fun.
Yes. Well, Stuart said so. Stuart turned into a recluse. I thought you did that, but maybe that was just.
Oh, I turned Caffeine into the marionette, and because that's what I was going to ask if demons know that Caffeine is a good marionette.
Was Caffeine a starting mutant?
Caffeine is claiming Oracle now.
Yeah.
That's also possible that Caffeine is just a starting mutant.
Lumi, your mic's a little bit crackly.
Yeah, you are very like blue.
Yeah. How about now?
Better, much better.
Yeah. Okay. So Maya didn't say anything about being turned into a mutant. Then that means Caffeine.
Ability apparently.
Yeah. Well, Arif, now that you're here,
hello.
Would you count Amnesiac being woken to told that they had a setup ability as a chambermaid?
No, I wouldn't.
Because
it's a setup ability. Yeah, absolutely.
I was also day 3 anyway.
Yes, yeah, sure. In that world, yeah. It's not viable for that.
The information was well after night 1. You just had things backwards. Okay. Thank you, Caffeine.
Thank you.
I was bluffing librarian.
Right, okay. I had you down as Huntsman because you turning someone creating a new damsel would be more beneficial in this script.
Yes. Well.
I forgot to set a timer. so I don't know how long that day was. It was probably very long.
It's almost like there's the time it started in the bottom right, Aaron.
Oh, is there? Oh, wait. Oh, that was a whole 5 minutes. Oh my god. Welcome back, everybody. I just realised.
Age. What night did you pick, Swords?
The night before I died. So Illuminator still would have been the Plague Doctor. Sores would have been, and it would have been after the summoning as well. So
what night was that?
4.
Night 4.
Oh, okay.
My theory is that Age became the marionette.
I could have been pit-hegged into the marionette at any process along the way, but I haven't resolved.
But why kill Age then? Just let him get bad info, right?
Let's go to Hans. Let's go to Ed. Go ahead.
To make me look evil.
So I want to propose to people: there's a world where we can lose. Well, there's 2 worlds where we can lose the game today, if we've not killed an evil, and I don't think Halsey or Bones are evil. People are perfectly. The Fangu jump potential is kind of irrelevant in this. It's more the summoning Typhon that's the problem. If we've not killed an evil, then we can lose today. If we kill a good, they kill the remaining good. So we don't necessarily need to hunt demons. We need to just kill an evil. The problem is, everyone's got different bits of. I think the only information we have is chambermaid. realistically, that will help with post-summon worlds, and everyone's claims line up with the same chambermaid, apart from the Lumi Swords combo that Age is talking about.
Matt?
Can Matt nominate Saws, please?
Matt nominates Saws. Tell us why.
I think between Age, Lumi, and Saws, we have to have an Evil Dead. I incline to think that Age is good, and Ed hasn't Fangu jumped, and I don't believe Caffeine's Oracle won. But I would prefer to kill the two in the Chambermaid one. I think that's probably a better way to have an Evil Dead.
Saws?
Well, my theory is that Edge became the marionette, got false info, and then got killed to pin it on me. I think at least my starting role is confirmed, but I agree that I could have been summoned into.
3 required.
This doesn't make sense.
4's enough. Saws is on the block. Second call.
I still want to execute outsiders, or outsider claims, or potential outsiders.
I mean, you're executing someone who's claiming that they did square brackets -1 outsider. Does that help?
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
Final call?
our outsider claims are dead.
Not all of them.
Well, one of them's alive, but apparently changed into an outsider. But...
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that doesn't. So unless they have been Fangu jumped to by
Me. Or Mara.
or me, yeah. Who died last night?
Age.
Me. Age.
Oh yeah, but Age's information is solid.
I think Age can only be the one that jumped if Age was summoned and then accidentally killed Ed, a minion, and I just don't know if that's...
Bringing the day to a close in 10.
No, I think Age is basically just confirmed good.
Bearing in mind, Age and I have whispered the entire game.
Yeah.
I saw-
was a minion.
Yeah, and his information has been perfect, so I think Age was just a gibber.
2. 1. Saws is executed and dies. Good night, town.
Okay. Yeah, especially last night I saw a lot of envelopes floating around town.
Right. Alright, gang. Do we tell Caffeine that he's the farmer after Wildheart now dies? Inevitably. I'm going to leave that with you.
Advantage of Age helping me with my librarian.
Hello, hello. Who's dying?
Caffeine.
Alright, thank you. Huh. That's really interesting. I guess they're going for Matt here, right? That's what it is. Should we tell Caffeine that he's the farmer anyway? We can't now because marionette ability is not active. Yeah, never mind. It's all good. Let's go. I mean, we could rule it that we told Caffeine before the death. Oh, goodness me. We're just going to waste some time. Just hang out. Yeah, it's not an odd choice. Like, at the end of the day, I think they're doing it so Matt looks like the demon here. But it does make it a 50-50. I feel like Wildheart is going to trust Stuart. That's the issue. That's probably the issue. Let's go.
Him as well.
Recluse, but post 7.
Good morning, everybody. Caffeine died in the night. This is your final 3. You've got
Fascinating.
2 minutes.
So, quick confession. My Oracle number didn't uptick to a 1. I became the damsel.
You became the damsel. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
why
I'm not-
Caffeine's been pushing on Ed being a Fangu who jumped.
Okay.
Let's see.
So that puts me even more in the world of one of Lumi and Thor's. Whichever one the tick was on, and it doesn't entirely matter really, is a pit
No,
hag.
we're both dead. Yeah.
One of those two was a pit hag. It doesn't matter to us which one of them it was. It just works either way. And Age's information is all good.
I'm inclined to believe what Wildheart is saying about becoming the recluse out of the farmer. In which case, a good summon candidate. I think I have Stuart just ahead of Matt as far as the kill today.
I agree it's either Matt or Stuart, but I'm never voting on Matt because I could easily be a marionette to Matt if that's the case.
Well, you can't be because we have to have summon a pit hag in that world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're not a marionette either way.
Correct.
But so if
Oh no, actually,
Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor.
No. The Plague Doctor doesn't exist. Don't ask questions. You definitely can't be the marionette. Don't worry about it.
Howsy, what were you?
I was an unspent philo.
Unspent philo. Thank you. I'm currently building a world, and I'm staying in this tunnel. I'm sorry. I think that Matt was the summoner who summoned Ed, causing Wildheart to turn into the recluse. I think Ed has Fangu jumped to Wildheart, the former recluse. And I think that Swords was the pit hag who was lying about the -1. If there are any flaws in that world, please point them out now.
I was going to ask where the other outsider was, but it's you.
Neither Matt nor I talked to Wildheart for 2 days after I supposedly Fangu jumped to Wildheart, and Wildheart makes flawless kills.
Does that make sense with Age's information, though?
I have not been tracking the whispers enough to verify that.
Nominations are open, folks. Nominations are open.
I spoke to Wildheart for the first time yesterday. I think Matt hasn't spoken to Wildheart since the start of the game.
I spoke to him yesterday.
Oh, yesterday as well, okay.
To ask if I was
That's what I mean by 2 days.
Yeah, I asked him if he could Fangu jump too.
The issue...
So, my one on Wildheart and Matt would have been prior to Ed jumping to Wildheart. So Wildheart's story checks out.
Yeah, so I'm not a jumped outsider.
Here's the issue with my world, which I have just found. If Source is a pit hack, which the chambermaid information to me is suggesting, then my changes into the damsel is not necessarily a Fangu jump.
Yes, that's true.
And Stuart, you're the steward seeing Wildheart.
Yeah, right at the start.
Caffeine, I will say my info does support Matt, Summoner, and Wildheart, Farmer turned Recluse, because it is a 1.
Stuart, who... Sorry, go on, Mara.
Go ahead, Mara.
Does anybody confidently know what Mia actually was?
No idea.
I think Mia was evil in some format.
Because if Mia was the apprentice pet hag,
yeah,
then that changes a lot of things.
Apprentice
leave?
Possible.
Did you leave before you got changed, Caffeine?
Yeah, Mia left before Caffeine changed.
Okay.
I do think I agree that Mia was evil. Sorry, Walter.
So yeah, Mia gave me Bones information, but I'm not really trusting that.
I mean, we can out it for the joy of chat. Mia claimed apprentice snake charmer, which, let's be clear, two snake charmers, one of whom is immediately outed if they hit, is an absolute choice.
I mean,
yeah.
She also claimed the apprentice magician to me.
Yeah, that's what she told me. Yeah.
The day after the summoning, Mia and Stuart were having a chat. So I was like, maybe Mia was the Baron and learned who the demon was. So I went into this chat and was like, hey, I'm the summoner, just to see what would happen. And it was weird, but I don't know if it was weird because of me or weird because they were trying to figure out what was happening.
I wonder if something like Mia was an apprentice, like Boffin, given like a librarian ability to show 1 or 2 outsiders so that the summoner can summon into a Fengu and know who to jump to, potentially.
Second call for nominations.
On the worlds where Ed is not the Fangu who jumped, therefore causing Caffeine to move, then Sors is definitely the pet hag, right? Because Caffeine was changed after Luminator died, right?
No, before. I was changed, and then we executed Luminator as a result.
Then we executed Luminator. Okay.
Isn't Matt confirming that Ed and Arch were on the same team?
Ed and Ed were on the same team.
Yes.
That on that night?
On the summoning night.
Yeah, so the team would have to be me, Adj, Matt, and the person.
I also don't think
which would be one of the
I don't think Ed would have jumped to Matt because me and Ed were having a conversation that night about how I thought Matt was a mutant, and it would be bold for Ed to then go, "Yes, I will jump to the person I'm talking to a good player about being an outsider."
I'll also be brutally honest. I was bluffing librarian at the time, so I told both Matt and Swords that I'd seen them as the mutant, just to see if I'd get a response. And
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I think I've asked this question before and I've forgotten the answer. When was Swords checked by the chambermaid?
Night 4.
Night 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have wonderful pet
The
theory.
same night that you get changed into the damsel is the night that the people we think are the pit hag get checked and show up as probably the pit hag.
Yeah.
Can Stewart be the starting mutant bluffing Stewart that got jumped
Yes.
to, and then
Exactly what I'm thinking.
If that's the case, I immediately went to Wild Heart, like literally right at the very start. But I was claiming Wild Heart's role to everyone else to try and bait a kill.
Sure, did give me farmer on day one. That's right.
Here's a thought. Marwa, you said you were Alchemist Baron, correct? Did you start as the Alchemist Baron?
Yeah, I've been Alchemist Baron since the beginning.
So we had three guaranteed outsiders at the start. If Wild
Yes.
changed
And then
to
minus one from
recluse,
Mine's
that
one.
It's sort of tell the truth, which the chambermaid info suggests no.
Sorry, say Swords, what are you saying?
Yeah, mine's one from me, definitely.
I believe Matt's claim more than I believe Stewart's.
Final call.
Matt, okay, you go first, Walter.
Wildheart.
Yeah, I'll nominate Stuart.
Wildheart nominates Stuart. Tell us why.
I think they're possibly a starting mutant who's been jumped to. I hope they aren't. I hope they are, but it'll be a shame.
Stuart.
Definitely wasn't the starting mutant. I was the starting Steward. I saw you, and then I took your role.
Yeah.
I'd have just kept claiming Steward. I was trying to bait a kill. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to lose.
Did you say started claiming Stuart? Oh,
These dancing hands are wild.
2 votes required.
We have to commit, I think. Is the problem.
I don't think that's going to be enough.
That's the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
3 is not enough. No, sorry, 2. Sorry, 3 is enough. Sorry, I forgot
Yeah.
how many people are alive. There we go. 3 is enough. Stuart is on the block.
Yeah, it's game.
The fact that the hands were dancing up and down was very. I know I was one of the people doing it, but I think town's kind of divided is the thing.
Hey, evil team, if you want to just call for an evil rise and get it done, that'd be great.
Matt nominates Wildheart.
Matt nominates Wildheart. Tell us why.
I love you, Wildheart.
Wildheart.
I love you too. I'll just die here then.
4 required.
It makes me feel so sick.
Welcome to the
5
team.
is enough. There are 4 votes, I think, on the board, so that cannot be beaten. Wildheart is executed and dies, and the game is over. Congratulations do indeed go to the evil team. But it was close on that last day, because you
That was very close.
you did have the right world in Stuart being the endgame Fangu. Stuart did not start the game as the Fangu. Stuart was jumped to. I'll tell you all about that jump in a second. Let's go through the rest of this grim. Let's go through our first day execution. Housie, our poor Philo, who did not use it, was going to go Alchemist, which would have been fun. There was no Alchemist in play. That was one of the bluffs. We also had a couple of outsiders in this game. A couple of starting outsiders in this game. Bones, the Hatter, who you executed on day 2, thus forcing the evil team to choose. They did not change. And Saws, the mutant, who had the ability -1 outsider because they were the mutant. Anyway, Luminator was indeed your pit hag, not Saws. Luminator is the reason that caffeine changed once, not twice. Even though it probably felt like you changed twice, Caffeine.
You were right.
Caffeine started the game off as the Oracle. Caffeine is now the Marionette, which is why at some point I was able to tell Caffeine that he was the damsel.
No, I am the damsel. I'm not the marionette. I don't know what you're
Are
talking
you sure about that, Caffeine? Because the evil team
Yes,
didn't
I'm
learn
very
there was a
sure.
marionette in play when they should
A
have done.
storytelling mistake has been made.
Is that what it is?
Storytelling is working to rectify it right now.
Absolutely. Our second minion is Matt, the Baron. Matt did not start the game as the Baron. Matt started the game as the Summoner. The Baron ability was in the game from the beginning, though, because Mia was your active Baron at the beginning of the game, and then Luminator changed Matt into the Baron to help continue the Baron shenanigans on this script. However, all of the Outsider abilities, all the Outsiders changed on the same night. We'll come back to that in a second. Firstly, we'll go back to Ed, our Snake Charmer, who did pick both minions as, in the first 3 days. You picked Illuminator and you picked Matt. We really thought, chat and I really thought you were going to pick Stuart that night, but I think you picked Wildheart instead, I believe.
I didn't want to jump. I was like, I want to jump in one more night and then died.
Sure. Age was indeed your chambermaid, sober and healthy, getting good information all game. You picked the Summoner the night that the Summoner summoned, which is why you got that one between, I think, Matt and Wildheart. Wildheart was your farmer who was turned into the Recluse, and Mara Joy was your damsel who was summoned into the Fangu. So the summoning that happened turned Mara from the damsel into the Fangu, which meant I had to make another outsider. That outsider was Stuart. Stuart was turned into the Recluse. Mara immediately jumped to Stuart, which meant that another player had to become an outsider, which is why Wildheart became the Recluse. That's where all of your Baron shenanigans happened on that same night as the summoning. Caffeine turning into the damsel was just a little bit of fun for the marionette. That was your game of Baronormal activity.
I don't see a marionette.
That's
It was really important where we realised... Oh, go on, Louis.
Captain, you told me in a whisper on day one that you were being open to being a marionette. So that's what you became.
Yeah, we realised that the new demon and then the Fangu jump demon would learn Caffeine was the marionette, but Caffeine was good, and we had to be like, we have to stop them going to Caffeine.
Yes, that is
Landed
true.
me immediately, and then I whispered to Stuart immediately.
Yeah, both of the new demons found out that Caffeine was the marionette, which is great fun.
Oh, Christ.
Folks,
Thanks
thank you
for the
all
game,
for
everyone.
playing. Thank you all. I'm going to go
That was
say
a
bye
great
to
game.
chat. Feel free to say bye to
Sarah,
chat.
bye, chat.
Bye.
Wonderful. Gang, thank you all for watching. Let's go raid over at JC Whammer, because they're all playing some fun games. They're playing Only Connect, or at least the Clocktower version of Only Connect. Go and enjoy those games. Crazy how AI can make me look like the marionette. Indeed. Folks, thank you all for watching. This has been a fun little afternoon of Clocktower. And you know what? Sometimes you need that when you don't get let into certain clubs. Hey, what can you do? Gang, I love you all. You're all amazing. Chat, thank you for watching. Thank you for being kind. Thank you for being lovely. Yeah, spread the good word. Get me back on Reddit. Take care of yourselves. Oh, see you soon.